Hey guys, a rainy Tuesday. Had the forklift out. Trucker showed up last night. You guys here to help me. And we are unloading the new machine. Okay guys, sorry I couldn't show you too much about the moving of the machine. I was running the forklift and I had a few guys helping me out. Very little time to do filming, and I don't have anybody that can film for me, so it is in the building now. I had to bring it around the back of the barn to get it in. What you're looking at here is a SIP Jig Bore machine. And this is a SIP Hydroptic number 8, and this is the largest one that SIP has ever built. And this particular model has a horizontal spindle as well as the vertical, and you can see it's kind of in the barn a little bit crooked. Let me take you over to this side. I'm just right now, I've got a 20-ton jack there and a 20-ton jack here, and I had to jack it way up to get the forks out. They're I don't know, 5 inches thick or something, so I had to jack it up. I just got those 4x4s under there for safety, but we're coming right down to the ground. Let's see if we can get a look at this. And it's hard to see, but it's a little bit crooked in the building. I did my best to get it in here. It was a long day yesterday, and oops, we're trying to do things safely, so it took a while, and no big deal. Nobody got hurt, and the machine is no damage to the machine. I'm going to spin it on some solid bar here. Got some 2 3/4 diameter solid bar, and I'm just going to pivot it on that. Bring the front end around, bring the back end back, and get it in position. But this is the new Jig Bore, and I am going to adapt this to do engine block boring, and I can certainly do them probably faster, and this machine holds incredible tolerances. And we'll go over the machine a little better once it's in place, once I get it wired, and I'll show you the features of it. And like I say, I'm happy to have the horizontal on this. That's a plus for the type of work that I do. And look at the size of the spindle on the vertical, well, and on the horizontal. Very large spindles, very good rigidity. I did get the rotary table with this, and I have a box of tooling outside that's not inside yet. It's early in the morning on, let me think. I think it's Wednesday. Early in the morning on Wednesday, I'm going to try and get a bunch of stuff done, get the machine positioned, get the tooling in here, get the rotary table in here, and I'll be back with you as soon as I can. Okay guys, I got the sun coming in. I don't know how good you're going to be able to see this. Here it is, all set up on blocks. There's 3 feet on this guy, one in the front, and we've got one under the main bridge here. So it's 3 feet, and I have those feet blocked up. And in the original SIP paperwork, they want you to grout the underside of the machine with some non-shrinking cement. And it's very common to grout machines in. This machine, where it came out of, was not grouted. I may or may not grout it. I still have to level it. It's kind of a pain because the only way to level it is to actually use shims on top of your plates that the feet go on. You can see what the last guy had. He had his plate down, and then he was just using some shims. So I'm just going to get my precision levels on there and get this all leveled up. And then we'll go over everything. It is on its feet, so I have to get busy with this year's firewood next. So it'll be probably a week or so before I can get to wiring this thing and show you the features of it. But that will be coming. Anybody who is a SIP Jig Bore fan, this is the number 8 again. And this machine, I went through the paperwork I got with it. I got a lot of tooling with this. We'll take a look at that next, but I got a lot of tooling with this. This machine was bought by MIT in Massachusetts. And I don't know how long they had it for, but it wound up in Arizona at some point in its life. And then I brought it back to the East Coast here. So it is back close to its original home. And let's go take a look at some of the tooling. It's kind of a mess in here, but I'm going to show you a few things that I got with it. Okay guys, there's the original SIP rotary table. You can see that guy there, and that is a that tilts, so that is quite a nice rotary table. I have a couple arbors there for the horizontal. I've got a ton of tooling, lots and lots of paperwork. I have some correspondence from MIT to the SIP Corporation. Oh, it's kind of crowded in here. Let's see if we can take a look at some things. Okay, it's crazy in here. There is one boring head and tooling. And there's a lot of stuff. There is a locating microscope and edge finder in there. I don't believe a lot of this stuff has even ever been used. There's the eyepiece, and that's how you find your centers or your edges. Locating dial indicator. Like I say, paperwork. We've got a lot of documents from MIT. Oh, hang in there, guys. It's tough to move around. I've probably got a dozen different sizes of these smaller boring heads. This is all original SIP stuff. I'm still going through this stuff. It's been crazy here lately. But there is a ton of stuff that I'll still go through and show you guys when I get some stuff cleaned up and moved around. But there is a ton of stuff. There's some stuff I've never seen before, but I do have in my box of paperwork. I do have some original SIP catalogs that show a lot of this stuff, and some of it I never even knew existed. But we'll go over all that. Like I say, the rotary table was a super nice addition to this, and there is lots and lots of paperwork from MIT to SIP to the government. They had some they talk about some government contracts and some of the paperwork. Really a super fine. This is a very nice machine, and it'll be a joy to get it up and running. So like I say, there's a lot going on here, and firewood is coming next, so we'll get back on this. I just wanted to show you the new machine. I've been talking about it forever. It took so long to get this deal put together, and then it took an extremely long time to get a trucker to bring it because it was oversized, and we had to go from Arizona to Connecticut with oversized permits through every state. So that was a little bit of a hassle, but it did show up. The Taylor forklift lifted it with no problem, and it went in the building without too much trouble. So won't be long, and we'll get deeper into this. Okay guys, just so you can see which machine I have, it is the Hydroptic 8. It is machine number 13, and it is referred to machine 13 in all the paperwork, and made by SIP, and it was built, like I say, for Massachusetts Institute of Technology, better known as MIT, not far from me. And there is a lot to go over once I get it running. There is one of the eyepieces, and there is another, and I'll show you how all that works. And this one does have a digital readout set up on it. I don't know how important that's going to be for the work I'm going to do, but I'm going to get that all hooked up and working. It does work. The owner said everything worked good, so I'll get that hooked up again. But more coming. I know it's been a long time since I made a video, and this one isn't so much Jeep related, but you'll see this boring engines and doing a lot of engine work. And this is what I decided on. Instead of a automotive type boring machine, I decided to go with a large industrial machine. I know it will be super rigid, and it will cut bores perfectly, and more on that once I get the machine running. So as always, thanks for watching, and I will try and get some more videos out soon. And thanks for watching again, and I'll see you on the next one.